From moon to torment and slightly hitter's eye. Since my full moon first broke from angel spheres, a year of infinite love unwearying. No circling seasons, but perennial spring. A year of triumph, trampling through defeat. The first made holy, and the last made sweet by this same love. A year of wealth and woe, joy, poverty, health, sickness, all lying low. In the pure light that filled our firmaments of supreme silence and unbarred extents, wherein one sacrament was ours, one Lord, one resurrection, one recurrent chord, one incarnation, one descending dove. All these being one, and that one being love. Set your spirit into tunes, my soul yearned in 1,000 melodies to enthrall. With happiness, I left no flower unplucked that might have graced your garland I induct. Tragedy, comedy, farce, fable, song, each longing a little, each a little long, but each aspiring only to express your excellence and my unworthiness. Nay, but my worthiness, since I was sense and spirit too of that same excellence. So thus we solve the earth's revolving riddle. I could write verse, and you could play the fiddle. While as for love, the sun went through the signs, and not a star but told him how love twines. A wreath for every decade degree, minute and second linked eternally in chains of flowers that never fading are, each one as sempiternal as a star. Let me go back to your last birthday then. I was already your one man of men, appointed to complete you and fulfill from everlasting the eternal will. We lay within the flood of crimson light in we parted, was I afraid? I was afraid, afraid to live my love, afraid you played the serpent, I the dove, afraid of what I know not. I am glad of all the shame and wretchedness I had, since those 6 weeks have taught me not to doubt you, and also that I cannot live without you. Then I came back to you. Black treasons rear, their heads blind hates, death, agonies of fear, cruelty, cowardice, falsehood, broken pledges, the temple soiled with senseless sacrileges, sickness and poverty, 1,000 evils, concerted malice of 1,000,000 devils. You never swerved. Your high-pooped galleon went marvelously, majestically on, full sail, while every other braver drove on the rocks or foundered in the dark. Then Easter and the days of all delight, God's sunlit noontide and his moon midnight, while above all, true center of our world, true source of light, our great love passion pearl, gave all its life and splendor to the sea, above whose ties stood our stability. Then sudden and fierce, no monetary moan, smote the mad mischief of the great cyclone. How fabulous all its fury rolled, how vainly sulfur tries to tarnish gold. We lived together, all its malice. Malice men, nothing but freedom of a continent. It was the forest and the river that knew the fact that 1 and 1 do not make 2. We worked, we walked, we slept, we were at ease. We cried, we quarreled, all the rocks and trees. For 20 miles could tell how lovers played, and we could count a kiss for every glade. Worry, starvation, illness and distress, each moment was a mine of happiness. Then we grew tired of being country mice, came up to Paris, lived our sacrifice. They're giving holy berries to the moon. July's Thanksgiving for the joys of June. And you are gone away, and how shall I make August sing the raptures of July? And you are gone away. What evil star of hell's malice, that you will want it somewhere else. I wish you were like me, a man forbid, banned, outcast, nice society, well rid of the pair of us. Then who would interfere with us? My darling, you would now be here. But no, we must fight on, win through, succeed, earn the grudge praise that never comes to mead. Lash dogs to kennel, trample snakes, put bits in the mule mouths that have such need of it. Until the world there's so much to forgive in becomes a little possible to live in. God alone knows if battle or surrender be the true courage. Either has its splendor. But since we chose the first, God aid the right. And damn me if I fail you in the fight. God, join again the ways that lie apart, and bless the love of loyal heart to heart. God, keep us every hour in every thought, and bring the vessel of our love to port. These are my birthday wishes, dawn's at hand. And you're an exile in a lonely land. But what were magic if it could not give my thought enough vitality to live? Do not then dream this night has been a loss. All night I have hung a guard upon the cross. All night I have offered incense at the shrine. All night you have been unutterably mine. Mine are in the memory of the first wild hour, when my rough grasp tore the unwilling flower from your closed garden. Mine in every mood, in every tense, in every attitude, every possibility still mine. While the sun's pump and pageant sign to sign stately proceeded, mine not only so, in the glamour and the memory and austral glow of ardor, but by image of my brow, stronger than sense, you are even here and now. Mine are utterly mine, my sister and my wife, mother of my children, mistress of my life. Oh, wild swan, winging through the morning mist, the thousand kisses that we kiss, the infinite device our love devised. If with some chance its truth might be surprised, are the all past, are these to come? Believe me, there is no parting, they can never leave me. I have built you up into my heart and brain, so fast should I sing you these fantastic psalms when all the time I have? Jupiter's four-square blaze of gold and blue rides on the moon, a lilac conch of pearl, as if the dread god charioted anew, came conquering his amazing dis-o-hurl. To war down all the stars, I see him through the hair of this mine own Italian girl that bends her face on mine in the gondola. There is scarce a breath of wind on the lagoon. Life is absorbed in its beatitude, a meditate mage beneath the moon. Ah, should we come, delicate interlude, to Campo Santo that this night of June we are in tune with the infinite ecstasies. Sway with me in the gondola. Heals for a while the immitigable feud. Your breath ruffles my soul in the gondola. Through maze on maze of silent waterways, guarded by lightless sentinel palaces, we glide the soft plash of the oar that sways. Our life like love does laps, no softer seas. Swoon in the bosom of Pacific bays. We are in tune with the infinite ecstasies. Ah-la-la. Sway with me in the gondola. They hold us in these tangled sepulchres that guard such ghostly life they tower above. Our passage like the cliffs of death there stirs. No angel from the pinnacles thereof. All broods, all breeds, but imminent as hers, that reigns as this most silent crown of love. Sway with me in the gondola that broods on me and his eye in the gondola. They twist, they twine these white and black canals, now stark with lamplight, now a reach of sticks. Even as out love raging wild animals, suddenly hoisted on the crucifix to radiate seraphic coronals. Flowers, flowers. Oh, let our light and darkness mix. Goddess and beast with me in the gondola. We are in tune with the infinite ecstasies. Sway with me my troth with thee. My will inspire with secret sperm of subtle free, creating fire. Mold thou my very flesh as thine, renew my birth in childhood merry as divine, ancient eternal. Dissolve my rapture in thine own a sacred slaughter, whereby to capture and atone the soul of water. Fill thou my mind with gleaming thought, intense and rare, to one refined, outflung to naught, the word of air. Most bridal bound, my quintessentile form thus freeing, from self be found one selfhood, blent in spirit being. As night has stars more rare than ships in ocean, fade from pole to pole, so all the wonder of her lips hits her innavigable soul. Such light she gives as guide my bard, but I am swallowed in the swell of her heart's ocean sagely dark, that holds my heaven and holds my hell. I was confirm my troth with thee. My will inspire with secret sperm of subtle free, creating fire. Mold thou my very flesh as thine, renew my birth in childhood merry as divine, enchanted. In her I live, a mode minute, dancing a moment in the sun. In her I die, a sterile shoot of nightshade in an oblivion. In her my elf dissolves a grain of salt cast careless in the sea. My passion purifies my pain to peace past personality. Love of my life, God grant the years, confirm the chrism rose to rude, anointing love's asperging tears and sanctifying solitude. I was confirm my troth with thee. My will inspire with secret sperm of subtle free, create fire. Mold thou my very flesh as thine, renew my birth in childhood merry as divine, originator. Man is so infinitely small, in all these stars determinate, maker and molder of them all. Man is so infinitely great. chill of earth black-breasted is uplifted at the glance of a red sun million-crested, and the forest blossoms dance. With the light that stirs and lustrous of the dawn, and with the bloom of the wind's cheek as it clusters from the hidden valley's gloom, then I walk in woodland spaces, musing on the solemn ways of the immemorial places shut behind the starry rays. When the chill of earth black-breasted is uplifted at the glance of the red sun million-crested, and the forest blossoms dance. Of the east in all its splendor, of the west in all its peace, and the stubborn lights grow tender, and the hard sounds hush and cease. In the wheel of heaven revolving, mysteries of death and birth, and the womb of time dissolving, shape anew a heaven and earth. Ever changing, ever growing, ever dwindling, ever dear, ever worth the passion glowing to distill a doubtful tear. When the chill of earth black-breasted is uplifted at the glance of the red sun million-crested, and the forest blossoms dance. These are of me, these approve me, these obey. Choose me, move me, fear me, love me, master of the night and day. These are real, these illusion, I am of them, false or frail. True or lasting, all is fusion in the spirit's shadow veil. Till the knowledge, lotus flowering, hides the world beneath its stem. Neither I nor God, life showering, find a counterpart in them. When the chill of earth black-breasted is uplifted at the glance of the red sun million-crested, and the forest blossoms dance. Shows a countenance in fear, laughs a looker to derision, only comes to disappear. Gods and mortals, mind and matter, in the glowing bud dissever. Vein from vein they rend and shatter, and on nothingness forever. In the blessed, the enlightened, perfect eyes these visions pass and cease. Poor shadows frightened, leave no stain upon the glass. One less stroke, O heart-free master, one less certain calm of will, and the maker of disaster shall be struck at Greco still. When the chill of earth black-breasted is uplifted at the glance of the red sun million-crested, and the forest blossoms dance. Consciousness and sense to shatter, ruin sight and form and name. Shatter lake, reflected specter lake, rise up and mist to sun, sun dissolve. be altogether lost. Mine own, oh beautiful, oh barbarous, seductive as a serpent is that poises head and hood and makes his body tremble to the groove of tom-tom and of cymbal, wooed by love's assassin sorceries. El Arabi. Second and fell moaning back, smitten by love's forked flashing rod, as if the uprooted mandrake yelled, as if I had seen God and died. I thirst, I rise upon the rack. El Arabi. Not love. I am compelled by some fierce fate, a vulture poised, heaven's single ominous speck of black. There in the lonely gorge, across the dreadful lines of sleeping men, swart sons of the Sahara, thou didst nation's red. On the black night, beneath a winter moon, I clothe me in the limbs of Codia, swooning my soul out in her red throat, so that the glimmer of her skin's the tune. Ripe rhythm seemed the hideous play of death worms crawling on a corpse afloat, intoxicating Nellies, Mauds, and Nancy. Life that takes its thirst only from things accursed, closer than Clodia's clasp, death had me down to his black heart and fed upon my breath, so that we seemed a stillness wider than the stars, silent than the stars, a crown of death worms crawling on a corpse afloat, intoxicating Nellies, Mauds, and Nancy's, of stars for in the icy kiss of death I found that God that is denied to man, so long as love and thought in life avail him of death worms crawling on a corpse afloat, intoxicating Nellies, Mauds and Nances. A vision of flushed faces, shining limbs, the madness of the music that entrances. All life in its delirium of dances. The white world glitters in the void and swims through the infinite seas of transcendental trances. Yeah, all the hoarded seed of all my fancies bursts in a shower of suns. The wine cup brims and bubbles over. I drink deep hymns, oh, sorceries of spells of necromancy. Intoxicating Nellies, Mauds and Nances. And all my spirit shudders, dubitims my sight. These girls and their alluring glances, their eyes that burn like dawn's lascivious lances. Walking all earth to love, to love our life skims. The cream of joy, if God could see what man sees. Intoxicating Nellies, Mauds and Nances. Intoxicating Nellies, Mauds and Nances. I see him leave the saffron expanses, the choir serene and the celestial air, to swoon into their sacramental air. Lamp of living loveliness, made miraculously male, rapture of thine own excess, blushing through the velvet veil. aglow. Shadows soften in the snow. Breasts like bacchanals afloat under the proudly phallic throat. Be thou to my pilgrimage, letting laughter sweet and sage, till the darkling day expire of my life in thy caress. Thou my frenzy and my fire, lamp of living loveliness. Beneath thy clasp extends to the galaxies of God, from the gulf where ocean ends. Cave of dragon, ruby rose, heart of hell, garden close, hyacinth petals sweet to smell, split hoof of the glad gazelle. Be thou mine as I am thine, as the vines and signs entwine at the sacring of the sun. Thou the even, I the odd, being and becoming one on the abacus of God. Death a jeweled crest across the enchantment of the years. Oh, my love, that is my loss. Life and death, two and one, hate and love, moon and sun, light and darkness, never swerve from the norm. Note the nerve, name the name, exceed the excess of thy lamp of loveliness, live snake of lazy love. If the palate that uprears its palladium above the enchantment of the years. Gabriel whispered in mine ear his archangelic poesy. How can I write? I wanna hear the sobbing murmur of the sea. his rapt evangel to mankind. I cannot even match, alas, the ululation of the wind. The gross gray gods like gargoyles spit on every poet's holy head. No mustard seed of truth or wit in those cursed furrows, quick or dead. A tithe of what I know would cleanse the leprosy of earth and I. My limits are like other men's. I must live dumb, and dumb must die. Gabriel whispered in mine ear his archangelic poesy. How can I write? I only hear the sobbing murmur of the sea. He rests beneath this hospitable spot, a youth to flats and flatties not unknown. The Plymouth Brethren gave it to him hot. Trinity, Cambridge claimed him for her own. Gabriel whispered in mine ear his archangelic poesy. How can I write? I only hear the sobbing murmur of the sea. At chess a minor master, Hoylich said his handicap of true love drove him crazy. 3,000 women used to call him pet. In other gardens, daffodil or daisy. He climbed a lot of mountains in his time. He stalked the tiger, bear, and elephant. He wrote a stack of poems, some sublime, some not plays, essays, pictures, tales mine. He had the gift of laughing at himself. Most affably he talked and walked with God. And now the silly bastard's on the shelf. We've buried him beneath another sod. Gabriel whispered on ear his archangelic poesy. How can I write? I only hear the sobbing murmur of the sea. Where nor of good nor ill what aim hath act, without its climax death what savor hath? Life an impeccable machine exact, he paces an inane and pointless path. To glut brute appetites his soul content. How tedious were he fit to comprehend himself more this our noble element of fire and nature, love is spirit uncanned. Life hath no spring, no axle, and no end. Gabriel whispered in mine ear his archangelic poesy. How can I write? I only hear the sobbing murmur of the sea. His body a bloody ruby radiant, with noble passion, sun-souled Lucifer swept through the dawn, colossal, swift as slant. sterile universe with love and knowledge drove out innocence. The key of joy is disobedience. From the shame of my virginity, where art thou? Is it not a pep thy brother, the snake in my womb, that am thy mother, had slain thee by violence girt with guile, and scattered thy limbs on the night? Lo, a lament, forged a whirling star. The sixfold star, slain is as thou, twinned with me in the womb of night, O son of my vows to the Lord of light. Sister, arise in the dusk from that chamber of mystery and musk. Come with me, though weary the way, to bring back his life to the runded clay. See, are not these the hands that wove delight, and these the arms that strove with me, and these the feet, the thighs that were lovely in mine eyes? Oh, I'll lament, I gather in my car, thine head is ours. Oh, I lament, fallen is the sixfold star, slain is his all, twinned with me in the womb of night, O son of my vows to the Lord of light. And in this, is this not the trunk he rended? But oh, the task transcended. Where is the holy idol that stood for the God? the pole. Here is the body, but where is the soul? An empty sister, the work is undone for lack of the needed one. Oh, I lament there is no God so far as mine eyes are. I lament, fallen is the sixfold star, slain is our sorrow, twinned with me in the womb of night. O son of my balls to the Lord of light. Corpse in the tomb, but these, what are these that war in my womb? There is vengeance and triumph at last of Mats in Rahorkud and in Orpakrat. Twins they shall rise, being twins they are one. The Lord of the sword and the Son of the sun. Silence coeval, colleague of the voice, the plumes of a moon rejoice. Lo, I rejoice, I heal the sanguine skull of slain Isaiah. I lament, fallen is the sixfold star, slain is Isaiah, twin with me in the womb of night. O son of my balls to the Lord of light. The past, nature the mother, he was the present, man my brother. Look to the future, the child Opaean, the child that is crowned in the lion again. The seed on surge and billow and break beneath the scourge of the star and the snake. To my Lord I have born in my womb deep vaulted, this babe forever exalted. I was